everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Big River Bigger Adventures. I am at Canisius to do some music rehearsals for our trio. We're here. We have Caroline, who's Mary Jane, and we have Kylie. What name did we determine?
I don't know, dude.
Sus. That's sus.
That's Susan. Dr. C. And I am Joanna. We'll find out.
We're deciding right now.
We have
This is
no
historic.
idea. Nobody
It's
knows.
a historic event. We're deciding who's who.
And it went well. We rehearsed it. It sounded so pretty. It went good. Okay, so I'm here with...
Jamie Monahan.
And what are you doing here with Big River?
I'm the resident intimacy director at Fairfield University, and I'm super excited to work as the ID on this production.
So what do you do as an intimacy director?
So depending on the project, it's always different, but in terms of this production, we're going to be focusing on the fact that we're working with professional equity actors. We're so excited to bring them in. So the dynamics of the professional actors with students. And then there's also some sensitive subject matter for this production, so really focusing on the context of the show and how we can hold space for that and the emotions that it might bring up in the process, while also supporting the students and the team so that we're telling that story in a safe and consent-forward way.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we just found out we have assigned seats.
We do.
This is so cool. This is so fun.
Where are you sitting?
I'm right here.
Oh, nice.
There's Abby and Amaya. So we're like, there's like a section over here, there's like a section over here, and there's like a section over there. And so I'm right here on the corner between this section and the section. Where are you gonna be, Emily?
I'm like smack dab in the middle, row 4, I think.
Middle section, like right over there. Hey, what's up, gents?
My job specifically for this production is to help integrate the Glee Club, the theater department, as well as our professional artists in a way that we can all work professionally together.
How did that go? Yay! Okay, that went really well. Now we're gonna get dinner. Sam is not in Glee, but she's gonna come see the show. What do you think? Are you excited?
I'm hyped as heck.
Do you know what it's about? Like, do you have any
I
thoughts?
have no thoughts. I know this choreography.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I'm excited to surprise you.
I can't wait.
Okay, so I am walking back from Glinner, and if you've never heard that word before, the Glee people like to put the GL from Glee in front of words to make them like Glee words. So Glinner, Glensel is a Glee pencil, Glonsert is a Glee concert. We haven't done anything with Big River yet, and maybe it should stay that way. But so we just finished Glee dinner, Glinner, and I just want to talk a little bit about rehearsal. So it was super fun. Today was choreography. So I'm gonna put somewhere in the video some of the choreography videos that they took. It was super fun. I used to do theater as a child, so it all felt like it was coming right back to me. So it was super exciting, so much fun. Oh my God, I had a blast. And then obviously before you saw me, Caroline, Kylie, and Dr. C. We worked on our trio for the Wilkes sisters, and it's definitely coming together. Slowly but surely it's coming together, so it's gonna sound great by the time you all get to hear it. Oh, and we had Jamie Monahan, who you got to meet a little bit, and she came and talked about what it's like being an intimacy director. So it was a great rehearsal, and I can't wait to do Wednesday. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the Wednesday rehearsal, and we are heading in. I have kind of no idea what we're going to be doing today, which has been super fun, walking in blind, if you will, you know, not knowing what we're going to get up to. So obviously you just watched what happened on Monday, so I can't wait to show more. Also, if you're wondering why it's just me this week, Catherine is not feeling well, so she's been stuck in our apartment. So she has been missing these rehearsals, unfortunately, but we are hoping for a speedy recovery and she will be back with us soon. So here, we're warming up. It's just Monday this week. It's gonna be good.
Weekly vlogs mean weekly Q&A sessions.
Catherine's here! Where have you been? Tell the people.
I was in bed. I had the flu. It was really not fun. I was in bed for about a week, but I am back and I am slowly getting better. So I'm back in rehearsals. Right? Do we have a choreographer? Are we doing choreography?
That's a great question. We have an amazing choreographer, Ray.
Yes.
Amazing choreographer. Oh my god, I have so enjoyed working with her. Like you said, it's very stylized.
It's incredibly stylized.
So this was my first time doing anything like this, but as I mentioned in my vlog, the day that we dedicated to choreography, I felt like I jumped right back into like being 12 years old again. It was so much fun because it's a lot of like what you're saying is matching like what you're doing. Like there's a lot of like I'll give a little sampling opening number. Do you want to go to heaven? There's a lot of won't know how. A lot of that.
And do you want to go to heaven? Do you want to go to heaven? Heaven's up there. It's a good point that it is incredibly stylized, that it's very specific movements.
Yeah, it's very, I would say very sharp and
yes,
very
sharp.
Very sharp and very intentional.
Yeah, I think that also goes back to the style of acting that was done back in the 1840s. They did this style called declamatory acting, which is, if you know anything about like melodrama and how you have like the ingenue who always is like, I'm going to faint, and always does this. That movement is very specific to that character. You have the villain who's always,
like twirling
his
mustache.
Some of the movements are very specific to a character because that's what told the audience this is what this character is. Yeah. It's the same storyline with basically the same characters, and here's what the formula is. It's very formulaic.
Right. Yeah, so it's been super great, especially being in the Glee Club. We're sitting, standing,
mix of both.
A little bit of both. But with folders, very stationary. We don't do a whole lot of movement at all. This whole process has been very fun for all of us to kind of like embrace it, you know? Like it's learning things can be silly. Well, the intention, it's not comedic. It's not going to be funny when you see it. But to us stumbling through the rehearsal process of it
feels silly.
It's a bit funny right now as we're navigating doing it correctly.
Especially because you'd be surprised how fast some of those movements have to be.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes.
Hey Emma, you know who's coming to town?
Peter Cottontail.
Well, yes. Easter is coming.
Yes.
But after Easter, who's coming?
The professional actors!
Yes! They're going to be here the Monday after Easter, so April 6th is when we start working with them, and we are very excited.
So exciting. Talk about like the student actor standpoint of that.
Sure. There are 3 of us who are student soloists, in addition to some of the students in Glee who are getting soloist parts. There are 3 of us featured actors. And so we get to work really closely with the professional actors. We get to network with them. Because we're in multiple scenes with them, we get to rehearse those scenes a lot with them. We get to work with them one-on-one. There will be a lot of us coming downstage with them. We're sitting with them throughout the whole performance as opposed to with the Glee Club. So we're really excited to start to get to work with them, especially since a lot of what we do is with them. So, you know, one of my characters, Ms. Watson, is one of the aunts of Huckleberry Finn. At the moment, I'm acting to a ghost. I'm acting to air. So it's really hard.
He's not here.
It's really hard to be really stern with Huckleberry Finn when Huckleberry Finn physically isn't here. Yeah. So I'm really excited to get the chance to actually act with somebody and to bounce off of them, because that makes acting a million times easier.
Absolutely.
What about the Glee side? What are you excited about for that?
Well, so personally, I don't talk. I sing, but I don't talk. there's, like we talked about the choreography, there's a part where they're like, all right, you're looking at the King and the Duke. You're looking at Huckleberry Finn. They're not here yet.
No.
But they're going to be doing something right here. You have to watch them. You're talking to them through this song that you're singing. So while I don't have lines with them, musicals are talking. You're talking, but it's just prettier.
Well, we sing because we've said everything we could possibly say. The next, we're so upset, we're so excited, we're so enthusiastic.
So now it's a song.
So now it's got to be a song.
Yeah.
That's what
So
musicals are.
now we're interacting with them through a choreographed and musically planned thing, and it's so cool to think about, like, okay, now Huckleberry Finn's going to be doing this and you have to react to that. And because what I imagine maybe occurring is we're the ensemble, so I'm sure there's going to be occasional reacting. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm very excited to see all those pieces start to come together.
Well, there are songs that, you know, we are excited for one thing and then it turns out not to be what we think it is, and so then we get to react to being upset about that. So within the arc, there's already those reactions, so I imagine there will be even more.
Absolutely. So I'm just so excited to start working with them.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Though, you will not see them unless you come see the show.
We do have a little bit of bad news on that front.
Yes. So the professionals are part of the Equity Union. They are full equity card holders, which means that their contracts are very specific, especially when it comes to using their image, using their likeness, anything like that. So we are not allowed to film them, unfortunately. But you will see them if you come see the show.
Yes.
Get your ticket. So, tickets are still on sale, so definitely go get them.
Get your tickets!
Yes! The shows are April 17th at 7:30 and April 18th at 7:30 p.m. So definitely go get your tickets.
So we hope you enjoyed this week.
Come back next week for another adventure.